Welcome to the Freedom Culture. All right. Here at the Freedom Culture, I like to discuss current events in the financial sector, the new digital economy, breaking down blockchain technology in the most understandable terms possible, and also sharing my perspective, sharing my thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on lately. To be honest, I haven't been surprised at a lot going on. One thing I kind of wanted to discuss today is cycles. The reason why I'm not surprised about a lot going on is because I've always been tuned into history.
It took a while before people thought maybe radio waves have a place, right? Or maybe electricity has a place in the world, and why would I want a railroad? But I think now we're staring at this paradigm shift of digital energy. Every financial crisis we've had, right, in the history of the world, and we've had 10,000 of them. There have been 10,000 currency collapses, from the Lydians to the Athenians to the Spartans to the Romans to the Venetians. You could just go on, and the Persians, and go on and on and on and on. And the history is full of examples of an empire rises, someone mints a currency, the successors or the children of the conqueror debase the currency, the grandchildren debase it more, the great-grandchildren forget how they actually got the power, they spend everything, go wacky crazy, pretty soon the economy collapses, you can't pay your soldiers.
One unpopular view is, things dramatically change every 50 years. Like, there's always a 50-year cycle. 50 years ago from today was like 1970s, and that was the Bretton Woods Agreement. That was when the suspension of converting your dollars into gold happened.
All currencies were convertible to the dollar and the dollar to gold. But Bretton Woods forestalled this process by permitting the sole reserve currency, the main reserve currency, to be considered as official reserves for foreign central banks, such that they could settle all their deficits in dollars as opposed to gold.
George says as long as we do not have convertibility, he says the Europeans can't do all that much to us.
They can't.
Because he says when we had convertibility, then they had a right to lecture us about what we ought to do. But with convertibility, without convertibility, that is not the case.
My perspective, in my opinion, we're getting slowly but surely removed from any type of value at all. Like 50 years ago, they detached us from being able to convert money, dollars, into gold. 50 years ago from that, the birth of Federal Reserve, which was pretty much the infrastructure in the cash system, federalizing things and stuff like that. So, and then we had the world wars and everything, the Great Depression. There's always have to be a collapse in order to rebuild. And that it seems as though things are getting removed further and further away from things that actually have any kind of value, because the dollar that you have right now is only valuable because the government says so. This is really not value. You know what I'm saying? It's really paper currency. So if one day they say, like in Venezuela, you know what I'm saying? The Venezuelan dollar, they say if you was to have $1 million a certain amount of time ago in Venezuelan dollars, you would now have $2 today. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though things are getting removed further and further away from intrinsic value, and the next trend around is digital. And another thing with cycles that we're constantly coming across, at first we had the steam in the first industrial revolution, which involved steam and steam engines, steam energy and stuff like that. Then we had the second industrial revolution. I might be getting confused and stuff like that, but then we had the internet. We had electricity. First we had steam, then we had electricity, then we had the internet, and now we have blockchain, So the next move when it comes to money is, I have the biggest hunch, me and a whole lot of it's kind of like hard not to see that things are going digital.
Proud to say that under the UK's presidency, the group of the world's 7 most advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside physical notes and coins. Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK. And governments and central banks across the
Also,
world.
when you pay attention to history, the behavior of the powers that be, it's first they scrutinize, then they regulate, then they adopt. Scrutinize, regulate, adopt. Scrutinize, regulate, adopt. The cycle keeps on continuing. So I'll pay attention to anything that they scrutinize, because eventually they're gonna regulate, make it okay, and then they embrace it. Now, this is going on today when it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to blockchain technology. It was first scrutinized, like, oh no, it's a scam. It's it's illegal. It's just not right. Don't do it. That's them getting a hold of the situation first before, it's too many rich people out here. You know what I'm saying? They don't want so that's them getting a hold of the situation and regulating it, setting rules around it, and then they adopt it to make it okay for you to use and enjoy. Yeah, now you can have that now that I have some better control on that. So, don't do this because you'll get penalized. So basically, now we're at the point of regulation. We already know, I think we all experienced the fear, uncertainty, and doubt of cryptocurrency. Now I think we're all here to say, we can all agree that it's here to stay. So we're past the scrutinize, because they see that cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is going to be useful for this future that they're trying to present.
House works on the action plan in response to Uncle Joe's recent executive order on cryptocurrency regulation framework. Stablecoins and mixers have so far been the main target of policymakers. It's not all bad for crypto in these conversations, it seems, as a recent briefing from White House officials suggests some digital assets could help facilitate faster payments, make financial services more accessible. But more work is needed to ensure they truly benefit underserved consumers and do not lead to predatory financial practices. While the average American runs and hides from crypto in this bear market, the government is courting a handful of crypto firms to rise into mainstream adoption. A new age of money is emerging. ISO 222 will be fully integrated by the Federal Reserve in March 2025. Fedwire will also go active for cross-border global payments in March 2025, creating a potential perfect storm for the next bull run.
Now we have regulation. So here we got Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian getting hit with this charge of pumping and dumping a shitcoin. I feel no mercy for this lady. I really feel like she should do some time.
Last May, Kim Kardashian had 228 million followers on her Instagram account, and she posted the following. Are you guys into crypto? This is not financial advice, but sharing what my friends just told me about the Ethereum Max token. A few minutes ago, Ethereum Max burned 400 trillion tokens. Literally 50% of their admin wallet given back to the entire eMax community. The court filing alleges that the value of the coin increased by 1,300% just over a month after Kardashian's Instagram post. Since then, Ethereum Max has lost 97% of its value.
It caused a lot of people a loss. It caused a lot of people to lose a lot of money. So I don't care about this lady for what she's done. I feel like that's really really disgusting. How are you so paid and you're getting yourself involved in pump and dump schemes and scheming on the people? It's just wrong. And you know who's next? Floyd Money Mayweather, because he did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So right now, this news already came out like several months ago. They're now presenting it because they're showing people like, yeah, we're at the regulation stage. Now, all the people that was involved in like telling people about shit coins to, pump and dump schemes and making money off of it. Now they're at the edge of their seat. They're worried and concerned. Oh shit, we got the they got Kim Kardashian and Floyd Money Mayweather. Oh shit, I might be next. So now a lot of people are scrambling and stuff like that. Regulation is here, regulation. So we're seeing the regulation phase, and this is why I advocate being on the right side of things, because anything that could get you rich really fast could get you broke just as quick. The world is starting to see like, hey, maybe we could use some of this blockchain technology for some of the problems that exist today. A lot of the problems that exist today. We got interest rates, we got inflation. Both of these things exist, and it's such a complicated equation. But what's dancing in the middle is CBDC, central bank digital currency.
Millions of people face losing their life savings as a number of high street banks are declared insolvent. The government and the Bank of England are accelerating the introduction of a new central bank digital currency, which all bank customers in the UK will be able to receive in exchange for their existing money, which in many cases is now unobtainable from their bank accounts. The government say that the new digital money will help the economy recover from recession and will be used to bail out public and corporate money currently held in millions of bank accounts by banks that are at the point of collapse.
They're talking about implementing a carbon allowance. Now, this means each individual will be given a certain amount of, whether it's credit or whatever it is, carbon that they are allowed to emit. And how do they implement that? Through a central bank digital currency. So if I buy too many plane tickets, or if I buy too much meat, because those things are all supposedly very bad for the environment, my money when I go to fill up my car could then be declined. So now they're literally controlling what we can and can't do with our money. It's also important to realize that the money can expire. So during times of economic uncertainty, central banks love to print lots and lots of money, which causes inflation. But we could get to a point where they say, instead of printing money, you have to spend at least 10% of your savings in the next 3 months. If you don't spend that money in the next 3 months, then that money is going to expire. And if you can't save money, well, then you can't build long-lasting generational wealth. You're always going to be a slave to the system. And, I don't think people really understand the severity of this. Money is literally the energy which fuels your life. If you don't have freedom of money, you don't have freedom.
Like, yo, if something costs you, you're going to stop doing something. Like, we don't want a red light ticket, so we respect red lights. Now, one thing I advocate is positioning yourself in a good place so that you benefit from it rather than falling victim to it. They'll need these software protocols I like to call cryptocurrencies, that I like to call software protocols, in order to make these things happen. XRP is one of those software protocols that's essential for the one world economy thing that they're trying to do.
The reason why using the Ripple currency, if people start doing this, is good for is the way you save, is because right now banks have to hold foreign currency everywhere in the world. They're called nostro accounts. It's very cost intensive to have that inventory around the world. They can simply replace that foreign currency with XRP, and they can save a lot of money on that.
The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple, who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America. Ripple.
It's all about having what they need in order to make these things happen. You can position yourself to benefit from this shit. You feel me? This is the transfer of wealth. You feel me? So there's a lot of people that has been broke as hell but blew up. I mean, Bitcoin was only Bitcoin was only a couple of dollars 10 years ago, and then it shot up to 69 grand.
A lot of you are skeptical. A lot of you don't believe in the Bitcoin system, and that's fine. You can stay on the sidelines, but if you really, really want to become wealthy in the future, I would suggest you take $1 frickin' $1, buy some Bitcoins, put it in a goddamn wallet, put it fucking away. Okay, I'm sorry for swearing, but you know what? It's just $1. Get some Bitcoins. Put it away. Goes to nothing. Who cares? Right? You only spent $1. right? You'll get a million satoshis for $1, right? And the way I see it, that will be worth $1 million just inflation.
Right now, XRP and these cryptocurrencies is in the cents. It costs a couple of cents. You feel me? What I do, you could treat that shit like a piggy bank. Every paycheck, put $20 in this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to really, you know, protect our necks out here and protect. You know, there's no greater control other than financial control. You know, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. Take care of yourself. Like I said, I mean, I didn't say yet, but nothing here is financial advice. Do your own research. Yeah, just do some type of research and apply what you know. You know what I'm saying? The power is yours. You feel me? And the truth is out here. Pay attention to history. You know what I'm saying? And the history keeps on repeating itself. You feel me? But that's all I'm gonna say. Nothing but peace, love, and respect. And I appreciate all the good comments out there. I really, those comments really make my day. I'm really thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? It's my pleasure it's my honor and pleasure to give you nothing but the truth, the raw, real deal, Holyfield, and not no Kim Kardashian, Floyd Mayweather bullshit. I would never promote any shitcoin. I don't even promote Bitcoin like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless I fully understand it, unless it's right and exact, I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna share what I know, what I come across. But yeah, nothing but appreciation, nothing but gratitude, peace, love, and respect. Until next time.
This what happens. Don't fold the game tension. If you pass it, you gone and can't catch it when it's permanent.